I was driving home the other time when I heard on Eyewitness News that fuel prices were going to go up again. I was overcome with emotion. So I started singing, Yeshua, Messiah, Lion of Judah, Agune Jimma, hey, Yeshua, Messiah, Lion of Judah, Agune Jimma. In fact, after I got home, I saw my old shock absorbers because the potholes and the manholes on the road totally destroyed my old shock absorbers, and I had to cough up on budgeted sikagari to change them. And when I saw the old shock absorbers, I just burst into tears. Yes, you are. Hey, Lion of Judah, the man who remember. Hey, oh, man. Then I go home. I needed to purchase something. So something I had long wanted to do. I checked the price online again, and it was the same dollar figure. But when I went to see what the dollar has done to the city, hey, come and see. Premium tiers. Hey, Yeshua, Amasia, the background also baby. Hey. No, I didn't finish sobbing. Then I got a call, right? Someone I know just lost his job because his employers say they can't can what the exchange rate is doing to their business again. They can't can again. They can't do it anymore. They can't do it any longer. Now, he was calling for something small so that he can travel back to Kumasi because strangely, his landlord, who had graciously given him 2 extra weeks to stay as his rent was due, suddenly said, oh, Janeda, he's taking his room. Hey! 5 minutes after I depleted my mumu with e-levy charges to send this person lolly fare to Kumasi. 5 minutes later, the news came in again. Lolly fare to Wa, Tumu, Kumasi, Sunyani, where has increased. Just say, all long journeys have increased. Brothers, take note. All long journeys. Hey! But you see, this time on the phone, I didn't sing Yeshua, Mashiach to the guy. I remember the song the technical producer of the City Breakfast Show, Godfred Odum, DJ Abeku, the richest man. He played a song on Wednesday morning. That song, it is gone. I don't really know the full lyrics, but all I know is Kashegbeye misumolobi akanyemye onyemrokra ejake mininoni amininoni oh yeah. Oh, the song is with me. He said don't be afraid because you see my house is with you. When you go through the economy, is with you. So, Honorable Kenneth, for that time, your boss. You see, if you like, you can upload Ghana on Tonato. We will survive. See, like Terminator will say, Insha Allah. Welcome to the show. This is Backpage on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kudah. As you're watching me now on your TV or on your mobile phone right now, some of you have lost your jobs and you're going through very difficult times. Some of you too are depressed because, Charlie, life is whipping you, hoto. I understand, I know. But I have good news for you. This too shall pass. So don't pass out. Just hold on. We know how to bring the economy back to life. The only problem is that the majority in Parliament, NPP MPs, most of them at least, have lost hope in those who are supposed to be bringing the economy back to life.
Campus time, which were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
We have made our grave concern to the president through the parliamentary leadership and the leadership of the party without any positive response. We are by this medium communicating our strong desire that the president change the Minister of Finance and the Minister of State in the Finance Ministry without further delay in order to restore hope into the financial sector and reverse the downward trend in the growth of the economy. The summary of our concerns leads to a plea that the Minister of Finance, Honorable Kenneth Ofori-Atta, and the Minister of State of the Ministry of Finance, Honorable Charles Edubuahi, be removed from office.
Now, this is unprecedented. It is significant and age-breaking. These same MPs who believed with their hearts and souls and went through hell, fire to support Ken Ofori-Atta to take a pint of Ghanaians' blood anytime they transfer money via Momo. Not even transact or transfer. These same MPs today say what? That Ken Ofori-Atta should go. He should go. Hey! No, do you remember what the MPs went through? You have forgotten? Cho! Let me show you. Let me remind you. Reminder. Encore.
No. Nobody will see. Parliament is hanged. Hey, what? Nobody will see.
I won't sing it. So, essentially, that was a bunch of honorable MPs fighting their hearts out against the opposition so that Ken Ofori-Atta, and in fact, Ghanaians, that one day was the government against Ghanaians, so that Ken Ofori-Atta can, like mosquitoes do, suck our blood, merely through mobile money transfers. Not even transactions, transfers. Now, 80 of these MPs say, Ken Ofori-Atta, soon. Hey!
We have made our grave concern to the president through the parliamentary leadership and the leadership of the party without any positive response. We are by this medium communicating our strong desire that the president change the Minister of Finance and the Minister of State in the Finance Ministry without further delay in order to restore hope into the financial sector and reverse the downward trend in the growth of the economy. The summary of our concerns leads to a plea that the Minister of Finance, Honorable Kenneth Ofori-Atta, and the Minister of State of the Ministry of Finance, Honorable Charles Edubuahi, be removed from office.
Yeah, that's right. Now, one person. Did you see him? Honorable Carlos Ahenkra. you know, after all the slaps he chopped, and all the ballot papers he is said to have eaten for the love of party, even him, he's heartbroken. Oh, that was cute, man. Now, let's not pretend that this is normal. Because even Grandpa Katie Hammond Seth, he has not seen some in his 500 years in Parliament. He overarmed. Hey!
Unfortunately, some of us seniors
not exactly leaders, but seniors of the House. Some of us are not aware. I don't know what you're talking about. Funny enough, I'm hearing it from you for the first time.
The Vice President to resign.
Who is asking for the Vice President to resign? Who is ranking on what? On finance? I don't know. Ato is the father. Ato is my brother. I'm not sure. He wouldn't say those things. That one, the Vice President resigns as well. So what? He resigns as well, right? But tell him to read part of the Constitution. You know, that I think will settle his mind on the role of Vice President in the constitutional dispensation. But it's quite surprising that you said to me that there has been this press conference by my colleagues.
If you didn't understand what was going on, I'm sorry. This is the best part of the interview. The rest, I couldn't hear it. It was all, you know, I love Katie Hammond. We all do. I remember when this press conference was ongoing, I mean, the 80 MPs thing, right? I was scripting a digital story, and I heard breaking news, you know, sack of Oriata, that kind of thing. And in my head, I mean, this is going to come from like Haruna Idrisu, Muntaka Mubarak, Okujeto Blackworm, Sam George, Sammy Jemfi. You feel me? Yeah. Then I should go and see the same MPs who put themselves through the most embarrassing history of a parliament in support of this government and Ken Oforiatta's budget and the e-levy were the same people demanding that Ken Oforiatta be sacked. Now, that should count for something. I can't imagine, the level of disappointment that would drive Kukurudu to Casket MP to make this call. But I know some of you are skeptical. Me too. You know, you can't always trust our politicians, especially this dramatic 8th Parliament. They're very enterprising and they can spring up surprises every now and then. But one MP who made me see that, no, the guys are damn disappointed. The guys are disappointed. And they're so serious to the extent that they feel for their own lives. It was like an existential threat. There's one MP who has won my respect so much. You know, here's one. I observed him keenly during the vetting of the ministers, you know, the second term year. That's when he caught my full attention. Like, he never raised his voice. He was so cool, calm-headed. Just say, when you did it, but he would make his point. Just say, he was, Charlie. And I went to check him out on social media. He's not like that. He's okay. Just say, some gentle giant to be. Like, he reminds me of President Kufuor anytime he speaks, you know. When he also endorsed the mutiny on the Bounty, I knew that, hey, now at least the tears of the nation has reached the high heavens. Akasa Pharaoh better.
We are concerned members of our party, and everything that affects the citizenry, it must be of utmost concern to us. Not because we are MPP and we are in government, we shouldn't talk about things that affect the country. No, Boama will not do that. I believe majority of MPP members are not in agreement with how things are panning out with regards to the state of our economy. We must be honest. If the country is good, it's good for all of us. If the currency becomes stronger, all the better. So we're asking government, as a matter of urgency, to put in place the right measures to restore the value of our currency.
Okay. Wow. You see, the time that Pharaoh was really shaking was when the firstborns of Egyptians were beginning to die. And I believe that fellow Ghanaians too has really been shaking, maybe somewhat. I mean, I was shocked how Honorable Eugene Entry, for example, he simply told the president in a radio interview to sack that his cousin. No, he didn't say that his cousin, but he said sack his cousin. We are not running a democracy. We are running a democracy. It's not a family dynasty. Hey!
The president must listen to the concerns of the members of parliament. We represent the people. And the people have made a categorical demand. Everywhere the president has the president been questioning about any of his ministers, about the finance minister? Can anybody be wrong in the country and the president being right? We are saying that the president ought to do what is right by the party, what is right by his cabinet. I'm talking about the future direction of this government. that we want to continue to win successive elections, if you are going to do so, then what we ought to do is let the president sit up and take a bold decision in the interest of the party. We are running a democracy, not a family dynasty. It's as simple as
that. This is violence upon violence. Press down, shake it together, running over. Oh my God! But you see, teach your buddy. That counts. They have something they say that when an elderly man is sitting down, the children are eating naka. The day they are doing population census for naka eaters, the elder is part of the children's census. Understand? So where was the Swami head of English department when the schoolboys were misbehaving?
In their view, or the concerns expressed to them, the fact that if the finance minister hesitated, it might help us in our recovery. So I listened to them and I pleaded with them that, yes, I do appreciate the issues that they bring. My only concern, my principal concern was the timing of this whole negotiations with the IMF, how far we have come, the effort being led by the person that they were citing, and what effect it might have on the negotiations with the IMF. And I appealed to them that it might be necessary to hold their horses. That was Sunday. And I then confided in them some discussions that were going on between the president and I. And I thought that was going to have a sobering effect on them. So at the end of it, they were not persuaded by what I had said.
Hey, I'm afraid. More penny no more kasamunti. Just say, that's serious. Very serious. Majority leader tried to convince the backbenchers and they didn't listen to him. Hey, just say, hey, this generation. No, I'm sure when the Honorable Oseiche Mensah Bonsu was releasing his long-grain perfume English, trying to convince them, one of the MPs said, slow down. He showed him this video.
Some understood. Some of them also didn't want to listen. When the police came to control the crowd, they started pelting the police with water. I must say that at one point, one was thrown at me, and my MC, who was close to me, caught it. In the process, it spilled. The water in it spilled, and some got into my shirt. So that is what happened. But we managed to get to the conference center and address those of them who came.
No, at this point, I'm sure majority leader himself would have said, even me, the people wanted to beat me. In fact, they almost beat me up. In fact, I had to run for my life because they feel we have underperformed and we have not impressed them. See, violence. After he reasoned that, he shouted, violence! And everybody, violence! He said, violence! We are going to do violence. Just that I won't be part. You see, I'm only part. I can't be part. Oh, don't worry. We will do the violence. Leave this to us. We will do the violence. Because honestly, if Honorable Majority Leader didn't support the mover, Uncle, when Nathan asked him about it, it should have been, yes, I supported it. No, I don't support it. Understand? Okay, listen to this and see if you supported my point.
Do you, as a majority leader, support the calls made by your colleague MPs?
First of all, if you are leading a group like that, you don't have a persona. Their concern should be your concern, right? And so the reason why when I went and spoke with them, and don't forget, they don't represent themselves. They represent constituents.
Their constituents, yes.
So if they come to say that constituents are making this place, I've been to my constituency on many occasions during the race there. I know what people tell me. Because, the point is, when the economy was growing at an average of about 7% before COVID, nobody raised any issues against the finance minister.
Honorable, don't worry. We understand. We know that you're also disappointed in your own government. I mean, we've read your speech where you are advocating for the number of ministers to be cut down drastically, constitutional review, something. So we can understand that you may want the finance ministry to be sacked, and in fact some other ministries closed down, but you can't say no problem because that may actually include your own ministry. So we understand it's okay. So if Ken Ofori-Atta is sacked, guys, honestly, come and let's reason together. What are our options? Where are the men? That's a big question. We have the men. Where are the men? Do we have any to replace Ofori-Atta? One man has come up strongly. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why he was trending as Ken Ofori-Atta's successor, but I present to you in Sheriso MP Extraordinaire sticker.
Abayasi Suku Day bin Sida 75% completion. Ewo Kumasi a ena akura pese osua sunitwa osua ha yesi even Chinese movie kura na ebe yibi enkura be hu e friend Ghana Chinese hwia utin say omusua ho ade anim dia Kumasi ye ni nyina.
I don't know how you. Me, I'm rooting for you. You're the next Minister of Finance. I speak into your life. Receive it. Anyway, Tanga Central MP. He rather believes that Marcus Ibeyabua would make a better finance minister.
Ken was never even in competition if we were to consider competent. Everybody knows Dr. Marcus Ibeyabua, while my previous boss at the finance committee, an excellent brain, somebody committed to our country, somebody without business interests, somebody whose only interest is to lead Ghana into prosperity. Why that person is sitting at home beats my imagination.
It looks like Marcus Ibeyabua, and it looks like he has really. Because opposition loves him, but his own people say Tofiako. I don't know what's going on there. But what about Dr. Bawumia, though? I don't know why you are not mentioning him. Who better qualifies? The man whose lectures won you guys 2016? I think this is the best time to give the man the full wheel to implement all his lectures. What are you saying? Dr. Bawumia, we see you. We see lectures. We see you. Let us see something else.
Ghana cedi is currently in free fall and depreciating virtually on a daily basis. In fact, this is what you are seeing as a Midonyami exchange rate because it is going.
Exactly. Look, I love DMB. DMB forever. DMB now or never. Just that. According to the outcome of the President's meeting with the Coalition of Aggrieved NPP MPs Association of Parliament, it sounds like NABCO trainees concerned, NABCO trainees, these are concerned, Backpage MPP MPs Association. No, let's get serious. Now, the President has asked the MPs to give Ken one more night. Let him do the last, listen. Then someone else will come and clear the mess. Apparently. I mean, he says like one more night for Ken, man. One more for Ken. One more for Ken. I like it. I like the logic. It makes sense. One more night, someone else comes to clear the mess, then let's top it up. But that's the neat side of the story. Very clean side of the story. I wish to have seen the video of the meeting the President had with the concerned coalition of MPP MPs Association of Ghana. Because I can imagine this happening. Mona mose mempa mokeno Ofori-Atta. And your money megwa say bako. No, but in times like this, though, it is like this. Where is the economic whiz kid the world has never seen before? After this break, Dr. Bawumia has broken his silence since the city put him under house arrest, and he's been quiet for a long time. After this break, I'll tell you what he's saying. Welcome from that break. In other news, Professor of Economics in Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, has tasked the government to take bold decisions and rescue the economy. The city has softened against major trading currencies like tea bread in hot water. Dr. Bawumia says managers of the economy must be bold and bring the economy back to life.
Restoring fiscal and debt sustainability, no doubt, is not going to be easy. It will require very bold, difficult, but firm decisions. And I think these are part of the discussions that we are having with the IMF, and I'm sure once those are concluded, it will be clear that it will not be and it should not be business as usual, because we have to adjust to the new global and domestic reality.
That was economist Dr. Bawumia advising the Nana Akufo-Addo government said they have to do the needful. Nana, where do you want someone? On that note, ladies and gentlemen, the news at 8 has been broken. Yeah, but Adjo Asafo, you have made me want to join Crystal Asafo because, Charlie, yeah, the God of Crystal Asafo is a strong guy. No, it did for him.